Welcome back, everyone. Okay, we are on the final stages for the model car here. So what we're going to do is I'm going to put the chrome trim on around the car, or around the wheel wells, along the sides, around the back, windows and all that. So all the final touch-up stuff that's on my client's car here as well. Then we are going to be working on the display case. Okay, I'm going to be doing the sides here. So I'm just going to use this tape here. Just so I don't get overspills on the sides. I'm going to try and make it as clean as I can. So I got my silver chrome here and my fine tip brush. There we go, looks pretty good. Now to finish it off on the other side and all around the car. There we go, got around the wheel wells. Looking good. Just gotta let this side dry before I move on to the other side. Well, folks, looking pretty darn good here. I'd say we got it looking pretty, almost identical here. It's nice. The colors don't appear to look the same. So that's in the sunlight. This is interior lighting, so the colors are going to be a little bit different, but it is the same color. Now I just need to build the display base. Okay, so here's the stand here so far. I got it cut down a little bit so the plexiglass has something to slide into. So I'm just going to paint this black. I'm going to use a texturized paint. So when I got the ice box here, and I got the Union 76 graphics here, and I'm going to make a sign for after. I got two gas tanks coming, so our fuel pumps. So I'm going to have one here, and then the backdrop of the gas station on the back here. Yeah, so I just got to build the clear plexiglass that fits over top of everything, and then yeah, it's gonna look good. So once I get this car figured out where exactly I'm going to have it, drill a hole down. Okay, so here's the stand here so far. I got it cut down a little bit so the plexiglass has something to slide into. So I'm just going to paint this black. Okay, so the clear part that I'm going to be putting on over top of this is this acrylic sheet here that I got. I'm going to cut this to fit around here, so the sides and the top all going to be fit. So it looks good, and then I'll get that all glued together. So it's fairly thick. And it's just the right thickness here to fit in the grooves when I put it down on top. And for all the halves that fit together, I'm going to make them on a 45-degree angle so it looks nice and tidy. And along the same with the roof that goes on over top. Okay, so I need to get the outside dimensions here. The long edges are 11 inches. Okay, 8 inches. Okay. Just gonna make sure they're all the same. I think they are. Yep. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to go cut the sides, and then I can use this as a template for the top. Okay, so I got, I'm going to put the size of the top in here right now. Okay. So how high am I going to make this? And you see the blue covering over this is just to protect what's underneath. So do the marker's not working so well. It's so cold out here. Okay, so if I cut this in half, it should be enough. This is 1 foot wide. So if I make it 6 inches high, okay, so these are the two long sides. Okay, well, let's get these ones cut out first. Do this one first. Okay. Okay, now For these here, I'm going to cut the edges here on either side on 45-degree angles so that they can fit together. I'm not going to worry about doing that for the top. I'm just going to put it down flat on top. But so each corner on the sides here are going to be done at 45s. Alright, so take the blade here. Put it on a 45. There we go, all on 45s, so it should fit in nicely. Here we go. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to use these epoxy Gorilla Glue here to glue all these pieces together. So it looks like just gotta do, I just gotta cut this back just a little bit more. Just got to do these two sides here. I got to cut them in just a little bit more. Okay, so I made this thicker now for the lip. I think it'll fit a lot better now. Yep. Much better. Okay. Kind of made a gash there, but I'm just going to use wood filler, fill that in. This whole thing is going to be painted a black. So that's really not going to be an issue. So you won't even see that. Alright. Just got to mix these together. It's going to take a fair amount. Oh, that's the top. Think about it. it in there, smear it in. And now I'm going to put the bottom on here. It adds weight and it makes sure this stuff is going to stay put. Tape here, make sure it's going to stay put. Okay, now I just got to let that set for 24 hours and finish off with the roof. There we go. Got that on there, all glued down. So that's the covering for the case. And as for the damage here, I just used some of this spackle. I just got to let that dry now. And then this is all going to be covered in a black overlay to give it an asphalt look. So that's got to set now for a few hours. And then I can paint this, but I'm not going to paint it just yet because there's a bit of work I need to do first. Just like underneath here, I need to, well, I need to figure out, see if the car is going to be facing this way. Have the gas pumps here and the back of the picture of a gas station there. I'm going to have a switch, an on-off switch, probably around here. And a plug connection coming out here that goes to the power source, which is the batteries. So if the wiring for the car will probably go down around here into the base, and then coming out here, I'll have to gouge this area out here for the wiring going down to the switch and down here to where the power is. But once this dries up here, I'll mark it out where I want it all to go. Okay, now I got the background for the garage there all done. Looks good. A little bit of photoshopping and printed it out on photo paper or whatever it's called. Looks good. Okay, I got this all sanded now. Looks good. Even roughed up this for the painting. So what I want to do right now is I want to find out where the wires are going to come down underneath here and gouge out the areas where the wires are going to be going, where the switch is going to go, the power, and just connect everything all together. Okay, so let's see. The car will go about here. Gas pumps here, one here, one here. And I have the background. So the wiring is going to go down. Okay, just need to figure out where the wiring is going to go down. Okay, Okay, so right around here is where the wiring is going to go down into the base. So I'm going to drill a hole there first. And then from that point, I'll mark out where the wires are going to go to the switch and the power source. Got my DeWalt. Okay, now I got my point of reference. Now to figure out where I want the wiring to go. So let's go right down about this point here. And the switch will go right about here. Okay, now I got this point of reference from here. It goes down to here to the switch. And I'm going to come across in here. So I'm going to here to the power source. Switch. Power. Okay, so that's what I got here. So I just got to gouge that out there, there, there. Only up to the lines here is where I'm going to gouge. And then the rest of it I'm just going to drill through to the areas where I gouged out for the wiring. Here we go. All right, now I just got to drill holes in this side for the power and the switch. Okay, so I got that all done. Looks good. Now I widened out that hole there for the switch. And you can see it pops right in there. Looks good. And just have the wires coming out here after for the power. So I'm at the point now where I can put, well, almost at the point. So what I gotta do is when I finally get the gas tanks here, I gotta build like a little raised section, because you know when you go to a gas station they're on this little raised platform and then you get the gas tanks on top. But I need to find out where the gas pumps are gonna go And then I got to have an area here marked out where I'm going to build that raised platform, tape it off, paint this the color I need it to be to make it look like asphalt. Then put the platform on and the gas pumps on top of that. So that's the next step. Okay, now I got the plug here I'm going to be using for the power. Got the heat shrink. I'm going to shrink that onto the line there, run it inside. Of course, I got the switch to go here. So I'm just going to get some wiring, run it along here and here, and get this hooked up. All right. So I'm going to go with the main power. I'm going to have a little extra coming out here for the switch. I can always shorten it out. So I'm going to have this for the main power. Now I want this to come out a fair distance, just so there's enough of free movement. That's not going to cause any damage to the plug afterwards. So I'm going to have this come in. Actually, I wonder if I could probably just use this whole thing right here. I don't even need that. Oh! I can use that for something else. Actually, the lines here coming from the car, yeah, I could still use these right here. So these here, and they tie in here. Need just a little bit more of a length here. So these will come down. Okay, so when this comes in here, this red on here goes to the switch. This one here goes to the black wire coming off the model, or the negatives. Okay, so I just need to tin these in this. And then I got to tin points on here. Have my glasses here so I can see up close. Okay. So you can see there's 3 posts on here. I'm only using 2. So just the 2 soldered ones for switching it on and off. Now I need to tin the ends of these wires. Excuse me? What did you just say? Do the Same for this. Okay, now I need to find out how much of this I need to put on the end of this. How far is it going to come out? Okay, so about this much. I want it to go just inside. Now, put this inside the hole here. Perfect. Nice. All right. Put that down inside. Put the black to the side for now. Now for this, I'm just going to put it through just a little bit more. And this has to go out. Okay. That'll hook up to the switch, the red one here. Now they got a bunch. Let's see, when the negative lines come down, there should be these ones here. So this positive will also go out through here to the switch. This negative goes to here. So what I need to do is cut this a little bit shorter. I don't quite need that much. Now solder these two lines together. Okay. And then I might have a black. Doesn't really matter, you're not going to see it anyway. Okay, so put this heat shrink over top. It just makes it look neater. And then there's no risk of there a short happening. You never know. Okay. So this is all ready now. For the wires from the model, come down here, connect into these. This is ready for the power switch. So, okay. This is a bit long. All right, so that's all ready. Now, once the wiring is all set in place there, I'm going to be using the spackle again. Fill this all in. Fill it all in. Sand it smooth. And then I'll paint the bottom here as well. I'm probably just going to use a primer color or something on the bottom. It doesn't need to be specific. Just so it hides the spackle color and all that. All right. Get this switch connected here. All right. snip off the excess wire. Wait a minute. There we go. Perfect. There we go. I just didn't have that pulled out far enough. There we go. Nice. And then I'll just use some of this Gorilla Glue. Oh, yeah. Just inside there a little bit. Oh, I can't. Otherwise it'll glue the switch. You don't want to do that. I'll put some down in here just so the switch doesn't pull out. It'll be fine. All right. There we go. Looks good. It's all ready for the model car now to hook up. But I can't do that. I can't even put the spackle or anything on there yet until I get this all ready for the model car. The gas tanks and everything go here. And we are just about done at that point. Okay, I'm going to put the spackle in here now. Well, I'm going to do a little bit in here. I'm just going to see how well it's going to hold everything down. It's not going to take all that much. Get it squeezed right down in there. Okay, I'm going to put the spackle in here now. Well, I'm going to do a little bit in here. I'm just going to see how well it's going to hold everything down. Okay, everyone, we finally got the gas pumps in. So I just am going to find out exactly where I want these to go. The car is going to go right about here. So these will go probably right around here. So I got to build a small little platform to put these onto. It doesn't have to be very high. And then secure them onto the platform. And that's all I really need to do. Okay, I got a thick styrene sheet here. I think it's 2 millimeters thick. That's plenty good enough for the platform, so I just need to figure out the overhang here. Be something like this, and just measure it out all the way along here, all the way across. Cut that out and then place it here, and that's all I need to do. So 5 millimeters. Okay, so that's a platform. I'm just gonna go cut that out. Just going to round the corners. So I go there, something like that. So I'm going to paint that. Well, first I'm going to paint this black. I'm ready for that now. I know where I'm going to put that now, so that's good. All right, so I'm going to go get this painted. And there we go. Got that all painted. Give it that kind of a asphalt kind of look to it. And when I did that, I just used this seal leak because it's naturally all lumpy. So it just gives it that asphalty kind of look, which is what I wanted. It looks really nice. Okay, there we go. Looks really good. I like that. Now, let's see what that's good. All right, I'm gonna find a place here. Get that place on there. Line the hole up the car, which is right about here. Now, it's got a bit of an issue because we got this ice box thing that's got to go in yet. Man, there's really not a whole lot of room. So with that on the back there, the only real place for that is on this side. So, like it would go right about here. Let me move these up a little bit closer to the car here. Maybe kind of have it centralized. Everything's kind of squeezed in tight here. So let's it's going to have to be something like that. And you see, I still have to build a sign here to put one of these or two of these decals on. So Union 76 is what he wants. So those are the two I'm going to use there. I just have to build the signage for it. Okay. All right. So I'll get this as close to the edge here as I can. So that goes there. These two will go here. I'll find out where I can have the signage here. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to be using the Gorilla Glue here. Put everything down. Frame up the stuff here. That's pretty close. Okay, there we go. Looks good. Now just got to build that sign, and that takes care of everything, but I need to find out how high I can make it. So just gonna take this and put it on the display base. There, not too bad. Looks good. Not too shabby. So I think I'm gonna do is the point here of the center point there that divides the two openings to the garage, is I'm going to put that pole along there with the sign of the Union 76. Okay, the reason for me doing that is there's so much bulkiness on this side here. It kind of offsets the diorama a bit. So with that pole going down the center of the center line there that divides the two garage openings, is it kind of balances things out just a little bit more. Okay, now I just need to find, I'm going to mark it where the pole is going to go. So I'm just going to put this like this. And the pole will go right about here. It's not too visible, but it's right there. I got a whole pile of scrap trees here. This is one thing I don't like throwing out because it's so useful. So what I'm going to do is got some nice thick sections here. Maybe this one here. And I'm going to use this here to hold the sign up. As soon as I figure out how high or how long I'm going to make it, and I can have that circle with the decals on it on top, and that will complete the sign. All right. At 2 3/4 centimeters. It's almost 1 1/4 inches. Okay. Got my big fancy protractor set here. Just gonna circle it here. Okay, so I got these two pieces made here now. I made a groove in here, so this just clips in place, just like that. And then I'm going to drill just a shallow hole into the base to slide this into the hole. And then, yeah, it's ready to go after that. Okay, so I got the right size bit here. So it looks good. Use my walt. Right about there. Perfect. Damn, that looks good. So the pole itself, I'm going to go paint white so it matches the background there. And then get the decaling on the circle. And this diorama is finished, and I just got to install the car. Okay, so I got my hot water here, just a dab of soft soap in there. All right, there we go. There we go. Not bad. Looks like a pretty busy place. Very nice. Pretty happy with that. Looks good. Now I just got to get the car in place. Gonna glue it in place so this thing is not gonna move anywhere. The wheels are already glued, so it's not gonna roll, but I want to use my hot gun, glue the tires in place, and then run the wires. Well, I'm gonna run the wires first, glue the tires down, and then finish off the wiring. Now I can work on the rest of the wiring here. All right, now I believe it's these two long ones are for the headlights and the brakes. Those go to those rice sized LEDs, but they already have built-in resistors. And if these ones are for the dash, then I have to put a resistor on this one to keep it from burning out. So I'm going to find out which ones are for the brakes and the headlights, and then go from there. All right, so I used 6 volts here. The short ones are the headlights and brakes, and the 2 long ones here are the dash. So I just got to find a suitable resistor. I don't need a very high one, just a small one. Probably like 10 or 20 resistors, so that's about all I need for that. And I'm just going to tie it into the negative, or the positive here, I mean. And then go from there. Okay, got it all hooked up there. I got a 21 ohm resistor on, going to the dash, and this in here goes to the brake and headlights. I got the 2 negatives tied together. I'm just going to put some heat shrink on this so they don't come into contact and make a short. Okay, looks good. All right, now I'm just going to put everything in there and spackle it, seal it all in, sand it, paint the bottom, and that's it. There we go. Just need to let that dry for a day. sand it off, and then just gonna paint the bottom here. And here we go, all done. Got the 6-volt on there. Let's turn it on. Nice. The dash lights up. Nice. Show the engine. Well everyone, I hope you had fun watching this build. I had a lot of fun putting it together. So please like, subscribe, comment, don't forget to share, and click that notification bell for any future uploads. If you have any questions or you want me to do some commission work for you, contact me at epyc.models@gmail.com. And please check out my website, www.epycmodels.com. I'll see you all again later in the future build. Bye-bye.